Hello. Welcome to Bronze End for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. 27 turns around this circuit, and it's going to be a cracker. Is it going to match up to Silver last night? Oh, I'm not sure, to be honest. It was an amazing race, wasn't it? And fantastic race there from Mumford there. Absolutely loved the fact that Mumford did win the race last night. Brilliant stuff indeed. Kiki, of course, who dominated qualifying in British Championship last season, got his first pole position of his career in Silver last night as well. Great stuff indeed there. Big thumbs up from Silver. What is not thumbs up, though, is that three drivers have not started a single race for Silver in two Grand Prix, which is cracking. Two Haas's and Brooksy. So, good stuff indeed. Reason why I'm a myth by that is because reserves is a lot more difficult now, as every time there's a reserve in, it takes me 20 more minutes to sort out the championship. So, yes, that is not ideal at all. Good stuff. And also, there's, I think, a couple of reserves in tonight as well. Speed Kai driving tonight, and Speed Kai has had three race wins in 5 starts in bronze. But we'll see how it gets on tonight then for Speed Kai, as he'll be driving the Aston Martin. And now Face, baby, I don't think is actually a reserve driver. Is he Joseph? Can anyone confirm to me if he's Joseph or not? Because I have a feeling he may be, unless I have completely got that wrong. Apart from that, I think that everything else is all fine and dandy. I think we're about someone is going to be joining late in just a jiffy. Hello to you, Rocket Lee. For some reason, my comments aren't coming through. Fantastic. Hello to you, Rocket Lee. Of course, good evening, everyone. Let's go, Bronze. Let's go. Good luck, Knowles here saying, and yo, Sean. Let's go. Hello to you, Slayer, as well. Drivers and the constructor standings coming up there as I've just completely and utterly washed my screen with my saliva. That's not good, is it? There, I'm dribbling already. Bronze End coming up. Dan, of course, brilliant. A clinic in Grand Prix racing last week. Can he go for two here tonight? And I'm going to say it's going to be a tough ask, because Speed Kai does literally live up to his name. Then, unlike Scott Speed, so Speed Kai, I think potentially is going to be one of the odds-on favourite here tonight. Rocket League, brilliant drive last time out in Bahrain. Superb stuff. Second in one, the highest championship position he's ever been in. Serious Mushroom in third position. Fourth is Sick as Milk with Craig R in fifth position there. Craig R unlucky not to get on the podium. Slayer in sixth position there. Fifi on 4 points. 2 points for Smithy Almighty. 1 point for Vintage. In the constructors, it is Alpine leads the way. Alpine got a rich history in this championship in bronze and has started off very nicely indeed last week there. 25 points there. 7 points in front of the RB team. Or racing balls, or whatever you like to call them. It depends if you're from Italy or not. Williams in third position there. Kick Sauber on 12 points, 11 for the Red Bull team. Mercedes on 8-6 for Ferrari. Three teams have yet to score. McLaren, Aston Martin, and Haas have yet to score. But we got cars out on circuit already. Goodness gracious me! I've got to get me socks up. I've got a really itchy toe as well, which is actually also annoying me. Right, who's out first? And it is the one in the RBs. It is Marsky. Marsky then driving the RB then for the first time this season. Missed last week, but he's back in action here tonight. Is Marsky, and we just had a flash of Haas then, but now just seeing a flash of Marsky. Here he comes in. Marsky then onto the back straight as well. And of course, remember on Sunday in the World Championship of ALR, it was the closest finish in ALR history, that on circuit as well, by 0.02 of a second there. It was German who won his first race in a very long time, and a brilliant performance indeed there for German. I'm looking for a Haas now, which, by the way, they've changed the dots, which is also very happy indeed. That Jenner, of course, a former world champion for bronze. Currently in the Haas, didn't have a very good start to his return to bronze last week, and already the back end of that Haas very much stepping up. And hello to you, Camaro. Hello, racers. And indeed, good evening to you, my good sir. Watching as we try and thread the eye needle through the opening series corners here, the opening sector. Now that just accelerates that. The first sector to be the first intermediate time is coming up, and there it is at a 32.4 for Jinan Flick makes it into the far part of the course of turn 13, accelerates away, do not let it run too wide. We've got all 20 cars now in this session. Anyway, we have got 15 minutes in this session to go as well, and I don't know why, but my foot is really itchy. Does that mean I got money coming in if I got an itchy foot, or is that an itchy hand? I do not know. We're watching, as we're just watching, Jinnen and Fred the Ardentino get a DRS and 3 DRS zones around this circuit. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be 100% there before DRS circuits, DRS zones around Albert Park in Melbourne, one of the best circuits on the calendar, in my opinion, or used to be, but unfortunately, they track changes for me. I don't like them, but that's because I'm an old man. Hello to Serious Mushroom. Good evening to Altac. And hello to Don Don's good day. Racers, good luck. All great stuff indeed. Great to have you along for the ride here tonight, which is going to be fast and frantic. Gin already fast and frantic then for 28 then to set the benchmark. Throw the gauntlet down. Marsky has gone second fastest. 14 minutes in this qualifying session there. Single qualifying sessions there for silver and bronze, and 100% of course with as Real Ashton in third position in the Williams team now. Happy to be back watching Altag. Happy to see you back as well, my good sir. Ashton then currently third at the moment in the Williams car. His teammate did a good job last time, about sick as mug in that beautiful striking kick Sauber. And that'll face, baby, who I think is Joseph. If someone could help me out, that'd be fantastic. But Joseph, beautiful helmet. But that'll face, baby, currently third at the moment in car 7, the Aston Martin. Good evening to you, vintage Warwick Road Andy. Hello to you, my good man. I don't recognise the name there, so hello then. If you've not joined the stream before, welcome. If you have, I apologise profusely, and I've already mentioned about my old age there, as I also forget to put my shoes on as well. Oh my goodness me, Craigar is going to need a new pair of overalls. I'm certainly going to need a new pair of pants as well, because that was quite frightening. He almost did a Mick Schumacher crash there from back in 2022, I believe it was. And Kiki, all the best bronze. Kiki, of course, pole sitter last night. Very much. And by the way, actually, Kiki, along with for the other top 6 drivers of that race last night, would have been, that is good enough to get the drivers in the top 10 of gold. That is how incredibly quick the silver team was last night. Really good stuff indeed there. Evening to you, Sean. Thank you very much. And Warwick Road, Andy, Real Ashton Army's dad. Oh, hello to you, my good sir. Gosh, I do feel old now, but yes, hello there, Andy. I hope you're enjoying the stream, my good sir. And of course, if you want to have a chat about F1, then bring all your comments along with as well. Then, talking of F1, we got to talk about what are we talking about? We got to talk about Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, and was Max Verstappen's driving or defensive driving there, which was. A lot to be desired. But did Lando Norris also should he have not gone on the outside potentially? That's something which very much is. I think about 90% of the fan base has said that it's definitely Verstappen's fault. But then we got the Supermax fans there, of course, as they believe it is Lando Norris's fault. I do think it is Verstappen's fault. Verstappen's always been robust in his defending, hasn't he? But I do quite like it when it gets a bit rowdy. I do enjoy that indeed. Here's Slayer, a Grand Prix winner then in of its own right. Of course, he won round 2 of last season. Slayer did. Has not reached the pinnacle of bronze ever since. Slayer hasn't. And ever since the cars have changed handling, Slayer has not been able to get back to the peak then. Hello to Plotters as well. Good evening to you, my good man, as well then. As Farf has got to update the stat bot, as I've just been told. Of course, Farf will be keeping his watching eye on what's occurred tonight. But unfortunately, he didn't watch carefully last night as he crashed into the wall last night, which is great stuff indeed for me, because I found that funny. But that's because I'm an evil Knievel. Justify in the Ferrari. Rocket Lee, who was second last time. Brilliant stuff indeed there for Rocket Lee. And course, that's his best result in his career so far. This an outlet by looks for Rocket Lee. He hasn't put his toe down just yet. We have got Vintage there, just running out wide at turn at 13, I believe that is. It is indeed. On board now with Vintage with the most prettiest helmet I have ever seen. Is that gold or black there? Whatever it is, it's a fantastic helmet indeed. Of course, you do get bonus points there for the best helmet as well. Of course, you don't, but if you did. or if I was an admin of any championship, you would get 25 points. Actually, no, you get 35 points for the best looking helmet. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to do that, and that's why I'm not a league admin, of course. I wanted to race, but Farf wouldn't let me. Farf is a brutal man indeed, isn't he? Farf is, and of course, Kiki with 13 pole positions last season. I need to get my old stat book out, to be honest. Vintage, though, of course, my favourite driver. No disrespect to anyone else, but of course, Vintage has been financing my wardrobe, of course. By the way, that is not true because Knowles, he doesn't trust me with the old purse, unfortunately. Justify goes 11 past this in the Scuderia Ferrari. Rocket League has not set a time just yet. By the way, Vintage, thank you very much. Of course, one of our top donators. Absolutely brilliant indeed. Of course, all the money does go back into ALR. Of course, Knowlesy and Farf and Smithy Almighty, the gentleman with the old, with of course the old. With the old money and all that kind of stuff, but I absolutely appreciate it. Indeed, we love the fact that you put your hard-earned cash into this, and it really it really makes our day. Absolutely appreciate it. And I'm bowing down to you now, but you cannot see because I haven't got my camera on, which is a good thing as well, because all you'll be seeing right now is something you do not want to see, which is probably my crack, because I'm actually looking the wrong way. Don't know why my laptop's behind me, to be honest. Serious Mushroom only down in ninth position there. Serious Mushroom. I say only because he was very much at the sharp end of the field. Rocket Lee now can do fourth position there. Rocket Lee is in the RB, which is basically a AlphaTauri or a Toro Rosso, and it was meant to be more of its own independent team. Jinner, now we haven't seen Jinner his best in Bahrain, but goodness gracious me, car 5 in the Haas going very wide into turn 1, and Jinner currently pole positioning for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Smithy Almighty getting a cheeky old slipstream there from one of the Red Bulls there, Smithy has said. I think the Smithy there has been handed out a couple of few Bob Asley here and there for that slipstream. Currently 11th in the Ferrari there. Smithy finished 4th in the championship last season. Really enjoyed the 2023 machines there. We didn't see what Smithy could have done last week because I think that there was a lot of struggles as well. Dan Speed Car is retired from the session there. Dan last week's race winner, on board of him now, pole position as well, stole it at the very end there. Jinner currently on pole position mode. Craig R is alongside on row 1. That'll face Baby with Rocket League third and fourth position. Marsky is fifth. Duncan Dave, brilliant qualifying so far in sixth position there. 7 minutes ago in this qualifying session now, as our yellow flags is flashing left, right, and all over the show there. As Key Dan's invalidated us up there. That's not ideal. Moomin also invalidated their lap as well. That's also not ideal. Vintage in the front, quarter of a second up in the first split time here. And I've just stubbed my toe. I need to move this table. Oh gosh, that's going to really Styles! What a performance! Up into sixth position for the Haas car. And is that a Haas performance or is that a Styles performance? I think it's Styles. Absolutely brilliant stuff indeed there for Styles. Remember, these are actually equal cars, unlike tomorrow night. So if you see me getting above 18th position in qualifying tomorrow, that's because I have rigged the car and also because it's unrealistic performance. That'll face Baby currently in third position as well. I'm actually looking forward to my first 100. I can't remember last time I've done a 100% race, to be honest. Gosh, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to get to lap 28 tomorrow and I'm going to be absolutely shattered, but then I've got another half of the race to go, so that's going to be a lot of fun, isn't it? Oh dear. There might be a lot of swearing as well, to be honest. Here comes that face, Baby. I don't think, going wide there. Of course, they got very cozy in there last night and also in gold as well. Of course, they do like that wall on the outside of 27. And second position now for the Aston Martin car. And in car sound as well. Stolen Roman Grosjean's number there. Dan going for a second bite of Jerry. Here comes that real Ashton Army then. At the far end of the circuit. Harvesting the moment. Ashton is for having another bite of Jerry. Here comes Dynamo Dan, runner up in season 5 of bronze there. Hasn't reached the pinnacle. Hasn't reached the dizzying heights of his previous championship campaign for Dynamo Dan there. I do think that last season was very much a bit of a hangover from the disappointment of the season before for Dynamo Dan, but he's on on course now, Diamond Dan. He said, let's see what the Alpine team can do. Then both Dans in the Alpines, both one Alpine doing a good job in fourth position. The other Alpine languishing down in 18th position on there because Dan has not set a time on the board there, but that car almost spinning there. But Dan very much putting his foot to the floor, flat out there as he look at this and he just threads the Alpine car through these barriers and flicks it into 22 and 23. Fantastic indeed. As I almost fell off my poof there because I was just right leading with him. Dan, then of course the championship leader at the moment, superlative in bronze in Bahrain just a few days ago, about a week ago now. Out of the final turn, and Dan still got a lot of battery here over the DRS detection line as well. Over the line now, in 10th position for Dan. I thought he was going to be higher up than that, but the championship leader only down in 10th position about there. Ashton then are on board at the moment there, but Ashton there looks like crawling there. So there's I think that there's a bit more battery to be harvested as well. Swanshanks in the Mercedes there. Swanshanks' first race of the season, if I'm not very much mistaken. Let me get me old up. Yes, it is. So Swanshanks had also racing tonight as well. Judah currently on pole position by just over a tenth of a second from now. Face Baby in second position there. Craig R currently in third position above there. Where is Craig R? Craig R is just starting his lap, but there's a Ferrari in front of Craig R. Not ideal then, because Craig R probably could have and should have got a podium, but last about that. Swanshanks into the final turn as well. 27 now. Accelerating away, giving that bump. Oh, I've just smashed my face. Giving that final wall there a bit of a wide berth there for Swanshanks across the line there and going 15th fastest there. Justified down into 16th. Ashton down in 17th at the moment there, and I'm getting indigestion. Right, where is Craig R? Craig R is the driver we're going to be looking at 2 seconds down. I think Craig R is backed off on this lap. 3 minutes in this qualified session to go. Dan is also on an in-lap as well. Serious Mushroom has just started this lap by the looks of things, but there's a Haas right in the way, I believe it was a Haas. And look at that, Serious Mushroom. That's really put off the Williams driver of Mushroom. Down in 11th position at the moment. On board now with Serious Mushroom. Of course, a season campaigner now in ALR. My goodness gracious me, has done as many races as Rubens Barrichello did in Formula 1 back in yesterday. I don't think Barrichello's even in the top 5 now for most race starts, but goodness gracious me, Barrichello was in the most race starts for such a long period of time there. Serious Mushroom now then coming up into the second split time as well. Actually, no, he's got a couple more corners to go before he gets to the second sector detection zone here. Serious Mushroom now once again giving a wide berth to the wall there, so not letting the car run out too wide there for Serious Mushroom, keeping it very much on the nose here. Intermediate 2 is up now then. What is the time? It's 4/10 of a second up. It's half a second up for the Mushroom. Now into 22 and 23. I love that part of the circuit there. It's absolutely superb stuff indeed. The Mushroom now flicking us past us now. There's a Mercedes just in front of us. Are we going to be able to get a bit of a slipstream here for the Mushroom? Not quite then, but we might get a slipstream down the back straight then. I love that Williams. Actually looks quite nice up nose on, doesn't it? Out of the final turn there. And now coming up to the finish line as well. Mushroom's target time is needs to be better than 29.5. It is better than 29.5. It's a 29.2, but it's only up 1 position for the Mushroom in a 10th position at this moment in time. Then Stars, what a performance so far. He's my qualifier of the show so far. Who's out of the pits? Is that Jinner? Is that Jinner coming out of the pits? I think it is. Smithy Almighty has found 2/10 of a second, a quarter of a second in the second split time there for Smithy. That's not going to move it. That's not going to move worlds, I don't think. Well, actually, it might do. It might move up to 7th, you know. Ashton out of qualifying, unfortunately, down in 17th position there. And Smithy Almighty found 3/10 of a second there and into a 29.8 there. I thought he was going to be up a bit higher than that, but no, he's 6/10 of a second off Dan's time there. My goodness me, there's a big there's a couple of big gaps here in this qualifying session. I'm already sprinkling water on my head. Slayer then, who is in the second time as well. Second time, but he's 3/10 second down. Vintage is 4/10 of a second up. That's a very good first sector there from the Vintage. Justify 17th, Ashton 18th, Speed Kai 9th position. Moomin back out on circuit. What can Moomin do? Currently 20th and last at the moment. Where's Slayer? I hear you. I think Slayer is about to wind it up and let it go for one more time. time. There he goes. But we're going to be. Oh, that Styles off the circuit. Goodness gracious me. And oh, goodness me, the Sauber then just going right through him. Good job he's ghosted there, but that's not going to be helpful at all. Yellow flags are eventually out. The Marshals being a bit sluggish there with the old panels there. Goodness gracious me. Shocking stuff indeed. But Styles, is that going to end his... no, I think he may have one more attempt then. Pole position there. Sick as muck then on board is sick as muck now. 33 seconds to go. Who am I looking for? I don't know who I'm looking for, to be honest. Is Smithy or Mighty? As Slayer has retired from the session there. Who's that? Rocket Lee has gone up into second fast and he's on the front row. Rocket Lee is so close to getting his first pole position of his career. Rocket Lee is, but this time around then only second at the moment. And they're crossing the line now. Fryer Smithy is in the pits and that's it. That's his day done. Jenner is on a lap now. Jenner's just started this up. Well, I'm looking for the second half of Styles, but I think the Styles have abandoned his time. That's it for Styles. He's out of qualifying. I'm looking for a blue car, but I'm not getting a blue car. Sick as Mike, 2/10 of a second out. I left the helmet design, by the way, from Sick as Mike. Beautiful. Who's that? Vintage off the circuit. He was 6/10 of a second up there. Checker flag has fallen. Duncan Davis moved himself up to a superb fifth position. There is Duncan Davis. Great end there. Duncan Dave, maybe his best performance of his qualifying career. But of course, for Duncan Davis, best season last time out. Last season was superlative stuff indeed there. What about the second RB? I hear you ask. There it is. It is Marsky out of turn 27 and accelerates away. There's a lot of battery in this RB left. And Marsky, this could be a great time here. Can he get into 28? He can. It's the second row of the grid for Marsky. And he shot it without face, by the way. Out of the final turn 5, 59 hundredths of a second away from his personal best. Is it going to be enough for pole position? It is! It's pole position by a 28.4. Jenner across the line, and Jenner's found some time, and he's pole position again for the former champion of Jenner, and that could be Jenner's, I don't know how many pole positions he's had. I should have been prepared. Here comes Sigersberg out of 14. Sigersberg is on row 3. Fantastic stuff indeed. And I'm looking for that second Alpine car. Dynamo Dan only 7th at the moment. Dan all the way down in 11th position. The man who absolutely was superlative in Bahrain in the opening race of the season, but unfortunately today couldn't replicate that. So it's Jenner back on pole position for bronze, and let me check his career stats. That is that is Jenner's 4th pole position of his career in bronze. Fantastic stuff indeed there for Jenner. And of course, that's his first pole position of the season as well for himself and the Haas team. A bit of a difficult start for Jenner, but he is very much back on it right from the get-go here in Saudi Arabia. But there is a lot of twists and turns in this race, and there's going to be a lot of twists and turns in the circuit as well. Anything can happen in this race. It usually does, but let's not stand on ceremony, Mr. Wayne. It's Jenner pole position, 4th pole position of his career, 1st pole position of the season. Fantastic stuff indeed. Oh no! I've just oh. Ow. For some reason my comments are not going up there. Right, here we go. Apologies profusely, guys. For some reason my comments are not loading correct, not loading live. Right, let me read them all out a bit quick then. Hello to you all there. Yo, Moomin saying good luck everyone. Show us your crack, Sean Knowles here saying then, I don't think you want to see that, but a cracking performance from Jenner. Going on pole position above there. Kick was in the way, Serious Russian. I think I've seen that on the stream actually. Head down, Mushroom. You got this next up. The Barney Styles at his best again. Knowles is saying absolutely fantastic stuff for Styles. 9th position. I reckon he could have gone up to the top 3 rows, you know. As Moomin there saying that it wasn't them that got in the way there. Rocket Lee, I'm so sorry to whoever I was. I had no feel trying to get out of the way. I am stupid. Rocket Lee is saying, was me Vintage there. So Vintage was a couple of tenths of a second up, wasn't he? But no, it's not good at all. So close from P4 down to P10. Knowles here saying that. And let me quickly catch on then. Slayer, then my screen glitch hit the mid corner on the outside span. Goodness gracious me. So annoying. GG to Jenner as well. Serious Mushroom has just been vintage. Serious Mushroom has just been gifted a membership from Vintage. Virtual high five. Lovely stuff indeed there. Camero, me and you in the RB tomorrow. We got this then. And P3 for Mushroom as well then. As I'm going for a break, I think, because I've got to get some monster in me. BRB. Thank you very much to 3D Tracks for sponsoring us. Fantastic indeed. Of course, if you want any tracks printed out in 3D in the world, then of course, link is in the description. And if you want an ALR jumper, t-shirt, or anything like that, or maybe even a baseball cap, then of course the link is also in the description as well. Right. Let's get through the grid, shall we? 20 cars around is Moomin having a bit of a sluggish getaway. Moomin on the hard compound tyres there. Only one of three drivers on the hard tyres there. Moomin 20th, 19th Speed Car. Remember, Speed Car, 3 Grand Prix wins in 5 starts for bronze. Real Ashton in the Williams on the medium tyres in 18th. 17th is Justify. 16th is Swanshanks with Slayer in 15th. Vintage in 14th. Don and the Dons in 13th position there. 12th position is Smithy Almighty. That 11th is Dan. Remember last week's race winner, last week's pole sitter, all the way down in the midfield at the moment. So he's going to be in the carbon fiber zone. Serious Mushroom in 10th position as well. So two of the three drivers that was very much class on the field last week, only 10th and 11th. Thank goodness gracious me. Styles, really very much showing some potential tonight. Styles is great qualifying in 9th position, as the same for Duncan David, 8th position as well. Dynamo Dan in 7th position, Craig R in 6th position. Might be disappointed that for Craig R. Then we have got the two RBs. It is Marsky on soft tyres. Watch Marsky fly in the opening couple of laps, and I reckon that might be a gamble for the safety car potentially. Rocket Lee in 4th position, then Sickest Muck in 3rd on the hard tyres, and long face baby brackets Joseph potentially in 2nd on the medium tyres. Jinner pole position, then drifting around the final turn. Then keep it clean. Kiki is saying from the bronze after it was a bit of a messy race last week there, as Farf had to get the old judgment hammer out, didn't he? As we're now lined up on the grid now, preparing ourselves for the start of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. And just in time, because we're also starting. Or was the also what football game is it in front of me? Oh, so Austria and so on. Oh, fantastic stuff indeed. Then, right, moving there, just lining up in the kick. Sauber, which I got to say, I'm very intrigued to see who's going to be the second Sauber driver for next season in real Formula One, of course, not in ALR, of course. That will be next season. Whew. I'm knackered already. We haven't even started this race yet. I don't know what I've got really G on. DRS has been disabled, but it will be enabled at the end of the first lap. Then red lights are on. 5 lights are on. It's a pause. And we are racing! And a good start from Marsky, as we expected. Then have they all gone away cleanly? They have indeed. The Aston Martin in the background just dying out. Marsky at 3 positions. What a start for the soft shot RP. And he's challenging Jinner already here. Yellow flag in the back of the field. Styles. Oh, it's a terrible start for Styles. And that's a shame. And there's a ricochet. There's a Sauber off the circuit that is moving, who had a good start and has dropped all the way back down to the back of the field. There's also carbon fiber, and that's also Swanshanks off the circuit as well. Both Mercedes are in major peril here. Oh, it's a very difficult start indeed. That is not good at all. Jinner leads, Marsky in 2nd, Sickers Muck in 3rd position. That'll face baby in 4th, and Dynamo Dan up 2 positions. Rocket Lee is down 2 positions, and it's racing. It's already changed. Jinner is gone on the outside. Marsky takes the lead of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix on those soft tyres, of course. Not me heads up. So those soft tyres working absolutely wonders here. But here comes Jinner. He's going for the lead. He's running alongside him. He's going through. Fantastic performance ever. But he's gone wide. And Marsky's going to go. No, he isn't there. Calm down, Sean. We're only on that one. Goodness gracious me. And you've got 25 laps then to get yourself sorted. But Marsky's got just only a couple of laps on these soft tyres before they start going up. And he's really pushing the envelope here and into the final turn and accelerates away. That one completed. Look at the gap there. It's less than a 10 for a second. He's all over the gearbox of the Haas car. Here comes Sickers Muck as well. Sickers Muck then also wants to be involved in this battle as well. And has a look then. Sickers Muck is going on the inside. Oh my gosh, remember the incident on that one in Silver last night with Yamakovic there. Of course, that was before he even started the race, wasn't it? Marsky going this way and that way, but Jenner's hit the wall, I think, but I think it was just a tap. Oh, Jenner's almost up the second, almost fed McLaren back in the lead goes Marsky. Absolutely cracking race indeed. Oh, they're all off the circuit here. They'll face maybe having to sniff up the inside. Jenner's scampering off the circuit there, but luckily there's a bit of a runoff there. And Marsky has retaken the lead in this race. And look at those cars in the background there. Rocket Lee up the inside of Dynamo Dan there. Dynamo Dan then is getting just about a RB's cars with nothing more, nothing less. Rocket Lee, though, is going to have to stay back in at sixth position at this moment in time. Sega's Mug struggling. Yellow flag in the background. It's Craigar! Oh no! And Craigar off the circuit. And had a good qualifying in Bahrain, but then only finished fifth there. Tonight down in 17th for this already. Look at Marsky, already almost a second out of DRS. DRS, of course, is operational at the end of this lap. My goodness gracious me. On board now with Alface, who's all over the back of Sega's Mug. Remember, the DRS is enabled at the end of this one there as, goodness gracious me. Wow, what an incredible start there. At the inside. Oh, contact! And Jinner there has been forced wide. Of course, remember Jinner on the hard tyres, along with Sickers Muck, actually. So this could potentially be a racer battling for the lead here. Oh my goodness me! And they're going wheel to wheel. They're touching, and going down into turn one. And goodness gracious me, Sickers Muck has been pinched on the inside. Who's that scampering off the circuit? And that's Face baby is getting very robust in the opening stage of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, which is not where you want to really be getting robust here, is it? Because of course the walls are close and you do not, and if you're going to go for the big way, you're going to be off and out of the race quite early on then, but there's still all 20 cars circulating at the moment. Then free penalties or free warnings already for that face baby. Goodness gracious me. Not a good start at all then, but hopefully the Aston Martin driver can calm down now, and but Duncan Dave's also got free warnings as well. Good gracious me. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Right, goodness gracious me. I'm going to be honest. I think that, oh my word, I'm absolutely shattered. I'm not even racing. This has been an incredible start to this one. Here comes Face baby once again, and all over the back of Dynamo Dan. The biggest gainer is Speed Kai up 10 positions there. Unfortunately, Craigar down 11 positions. A horror show for Craigar. Unfortunately, there's a tire selection there, and I thought Rocket Sickers Mountain all over the show here. Rocket Lee is now all over the gearbox of Sickers Mountain. Remember, he's on the hard tires, and Sickers Monk's on the hard tires along with Junior as well. And this is going to be very interesting indeed. And I'll read your comments out in just a few moments into the far turn. And Serious Mushroom on the inside there. Oh, contact there! And wow, that is not ideal. And Serious Mushroom there. Oh, goodness gracious me. Was that a day later $1 short for Serious Mushroom? Was that Face baby should have pulled out then? Well, I'll let you guys to be the judges there on that one. But I think that both drivers will certainly have their opinion on the matter there. Both drivers are in the pits and far too early for a scheduled stop. Then they've got to repair the damage on those two cars. Marsky leads, but now the DRS is going to start to come into effect here. Rocket Lee all over the gearbox at the moment, and an action-packed start. And remember, Bahrain, it was quite messy indeed then, and it's been a bit messy of an opening start now. Camera racer, Austria. Yes, indeed, it is Austria, but I don't think kick-off has happened yet, has it? By the looks of it. That's a bit too early, but come on, Austria, for camera racer's sake. We've also got movements asking what's going on with the McLarens. Kiki, why can't they drive in a straight line without hitting each other? Kiki is saying that as it was getting very robust. And Sickers Muck is now going to have to defend. He can't defend because look at that, the RB is already through. Love this camera shot, by the way. Absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. Serious Mushroom is furious about what happened with him in the Aston Martin there. And they go through the turn 22 and turn 23 there, but my goodness gracious me, and this has already been a very action-packed start into the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Jenner on the outside, and Jenner, I think he tapped the outside wall here, on the outside. Is he done it? Yes. No, he hasn't, not yet. And now it's going to be a drag race down into turn one. Then it looked like they flying past us on the different types of compound tires. Look at them all. Goodness gracious me, who's going to be later on the brakes? It's Jenner. He retakes the lead of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Duncan Dave up to the 8th position now, but Kiki's gone. Not Kiki. I'm reading the comments there. Marsky going up and under there, but Speed Kai already up in the 6th position there. Slayer's got a 3-second penalty at the opening stage of this one. Slayer down into 12th position as well. Penalties already in this one. And now Marsky, I feel that the soft tyres are now going to start to go off here. Lovely over the shoulder shot there. Jenner's got a 3-second penalty. Is that going to be crucial? That'll face baby has got a 10-second penalty. That's harsh for speeding in the pit lane there. And that's a pit stop again there. And it's the goodness gracious me, and a serious mushroom and now face baby are back in the pits, are they? What's happened there? Sickers Muck is now through and up into 2nd position. Marsky's down into third. The soft tires are starting to drop off here. And now we got Rocket Lee there. Is that going to be some good kiss in the arm coat barrier is Rocket Lee. And Marsky, I wonder if he might let his teammate through here. Look, Jenner's already almost out of DRS detections out here. He's going to have to put his toe down there as these Sickers Muck to keep hold of him there. Look at the harvesting going on. We can tell that from the red lights here. Right, calm, Sean, calm now. Goodness me. We've got 20 more laps to go. No safety car yet, but there's certainly action galore in this Grand Prix. And look at them all descending down there. And Marsky at the inside. Rocket Lee has passed his teammate. Also, Dynamo Dan is up in the 4th position. And can Dynamo Dan get past as well? Marsky is coming back at his teammate. And goodness me, this is not what Lauren Mekis was certainly wanting the RB team. But I think Rocket Lee will still keep his position there. And look at that, Aston Martin. How is Speed Kai managed to sneak through there? Up into 5th position, Speed Kai is there. And through and into the top 5 after only 6 laps there. And we got yellow flags as what has happened there. And what has happened there is something gone on with Duncan Dave at turn 1, I believe it is. And it's a very action-packed start to the race. Duncan Dave's incredible qualifying, unfortunately, has come to naught on the opening stages of this race. We're only on lap 6, so anything can happen in this Grand Prix. And it usually does, doesn't it? But goodness gracious me, back at the front, Sarah's got another 3-second penalty. Was that his first penalty? I do not know. I should probably take more notice of what's going on circuit. And look at Rocket Lee. He's flying like a rocket there. And goodness me, then, and some Jenner leads there with Sick as Muck, followed by Rocket Lee, Marsky, and Speed Kai on the background as well. We're back on board now with Rocket Lee. Rocket Lee then has got the slipstream of Sick as Muck here. Sick as Muck is harvesting, but he's still using the DRS detection there to really catch up. But goodness me, going very wide there. Rocket Lee is all over the gearbox now, and his eye getting very twitchy. I'm sure these drivers are in the cockpit as well. Oh my gosh. Where Sick as Muck on the outside, both drivers on the hard tyres there. I thought Rocket Lee was going up and under then, and as I thought the Sick as Muck there having this and yellow flags as the Aston Martin of that'll face baby is off the circuit there. And there's almost going to be a lap down now. Sick as Muck retakes the lead there. Jenner on the inside and more contact there. Yellow flag is I think for the Aston Martin as my word there, and I thought the Speed Kai almost got through as well. Speed Kai going this way and that way, but Rocket Lee is not going to be the turn there. And my goodness me, Jenner trying to get back through as well, but unfortunately he's lost momentum. And Rocket Lee, we're back on board now with the Red Bull RB driver. Speed Kai has had a nightmare run through the opening sector there and has dropped off ever so slightly. Well, I say that, but he's back on the case of Rocket Lee and that final podium place at the moment. Lap 7 of the Grand Prix at the moment there. And my goodness gracious me, action and drama here. Good evening to you, German, of course. The winner from Gold on Sunday there, German is I think was it his 9th or 10th Grand Prix of his career. Fantastic stuff indeed there. And my goodness gracious me, if it's anything like the silver and gold, this race is going to be an absolute doozy. It certainly is already in this one, isn't it? Sick as Muck still leads Jenner, got a 3-second penalty. Then we've got Rocket League Speed Kai, but followed by Marsky. Jenner's now back taking the lead. Oh my goodness me, that's brave stuff there from Jenner. Incredible. Speed Kai is trying to get the momentum now. He's trying to go off and under on Rocket Lee, and Rocket Lee now is going to be feeling a bit vulnerable here, as is Jenner. Jenner retakes the lead. No, it doesn't. No, he doesn't. Sick as Muck retakes the lead on the inside. Speed Kai is through. He's done it. He's back over into fan for this. Marsky is dropping off ever so slightly. I'm still impressed at while those soft tires are going. In the background, we just did. Well, who did we see? I don't know. And back into the lead. There goes Jenner. Speed Kai on the outside. Speed Kai is through. He's up in the 2nd position. He's passed Sick as Muck. He's passed. And now he's going for the lead. He's going for the lead then on lap 8. And Jenner is going to be feeling a bit He's going to be feeling a bit vulnerable as well. Speed car has come from the back of the field up into second position after just 8 laps. German's 14th. I apologise profusely, German. Shocking behaviour indeed. Turkey already scored against Austria. That's not good, is it? Camera Race is going to be absolutely furious, I think. That. What about Dan? What about Dynamo Dan and Dan Dan up also for position? Dan Dan up into sixth position. Fantastic stuff. Unbeknownst to me, Sarah's got another 3-second penalty. Unfortunately, the soft tyres of Marsky's doing an absolute wondrous job at the moment. Fantastic stuff indeed. Oh, is that a lock up? Was that contact with the barrier there from Rocket Lee? Oh, goodness gracious me. Look at the top 7 here. Fantastic stuff indeed. That Six Mike is starting to lose out now because look, here comes Speed Kai. Speed Kai is now there. Here comes Speed Kai. We're on board. Is Jinner, who's got a 3-second penalty already. Speed Kai does not need to overtake, but Jinner. But however, we're only on lap 8 out of 25 here. I think that the time is critical for Speed Kai. He takes the lead and passes Jinner and moves up into the lead. No, because Jinner's breaking late then and he's trying to go through. But Speed Kai has danced on the outside and taken the lead here in Saudi Arabia. But here comes Jinner, and Jinner's not having any bit there because Jinner's come back through. Here comes, oh my God, here's the rest of it as well. And my goodness gracious me, on the inside, and goes from Sigismund. It is getting very cozy in turn 1. They're banging wheels. Jinner going, I'm sorry, Sigismund going on the curb, but someone's off. Who's off the circuit? I don't know who it is. Dynamo Dan, I think's off the circuit. There's contact, there's debris, and there's all kinds of shenanigans going on here. Oh my goodness gracious me, and maybe I should actually stop screaming and actually probably try to narrate what's going on in this race. It is Dynamo Dan that's off the circuit, not Dan Dan. I apologise. We knew as soon as the draw happened that that was going to happen. Stars got a 3-second penalty. What a shame for Stars because he had such a good qualifying. Stars that he had the performance as well, didn't he, in qualifying? But unfortunately, points is only rewarded on. Well, Stars in 9th position. I apologise. What am I talking about? Goodness gracious me. Craig R trying to recover. Craig R who's going on the outside of Justify, but Justify still in 12th position. Craig R, we've seen him have an issue at this part of the circuit earlier on in the race there. Trying to recover now all over the back of the Scuderia Ferrari here. Jenner leads them, but I think the Jenner is not going to be leading for much longer because DRS is now going to come into effect once again, and Speed Kai would like to get this move done and dusted. Craig R has got past Justified, and we're just watching Sick as Muck here. And who's that? I thought Rocket League was going to steam down the inside there, not quite at the moment. Out of the final turn, Speed Kai this time has waited for this second DRS zone, and now he's going to have a go. Speed Kai now takes the lead of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix, but then look at this, as once again they're all over each other, and Speed Kai takes the lead and passes Jinner. Jinner in second position, Sick as Mark, all going on the inside there, and they're almost going through. Rocket Lee, oh no, and Rocket Lee is off the circuit, and Dan and Speed Kai coming through the field nicely indeed. That action packed all the way. Craig R and Justify are still fighting for 12th and 13th position. Rocket Lee all the way down to 11th position now. That is going to be painful for the RB driver. Oh goodness gracious me! Back at the front, Speed Kai is already a second in front of Jenner, Sick as Muck, and Sick as Muck is in third position. Dan 4th. Brilliant drive from Dan at the moment there. Yellow flag again. What has happened then? And it is something gone majorly wrong for Rocket Lee. Oh no, Sick as Muck has got Swanshane's got a 3-second penalty as well. Rocket Lee, a horror show race after what has been a superb start then. Just going back to this battle here, Sick as Muck and Dan are now going to be fighting for the final podium positions here. 15 laps to go in this race on board once again with Dunham. What an incredible opening 10 laps this has been here tonight. An incredible stuff indeed. Then action and drama. Currently no retirements just yet, but but it's been very close, hasn't it, at times. On the outside goes Dan also going from 11th on the grid, I believe, up into third position. Impressive stuff indeed there for Dan. Speed Kai, of course, from 19th on the grid to lead the race after 11 laps. Jenner is second. Dan's been third position. We've got a problem for Rocket Lee. Rocket Lee is going completely wrong for Rocket Lee. What a shame. Dan is now Sick as Muck is ghosted. Rocket Lee has been disqualified for facing the wrong way, and I think that I'm wondering if that was just frustration for Rocket Lee. And his AI is in a very precarious position here, and grimacing as his AI is trying to get out of the way there for Rocket Lee. But Rocket Lee, that is such a shame. And caution is, oh my goodness me, that made me jump there. I'm sure it probably made the kick Sauber jump as well into the pits. Who is in the pits? McLaren, both McLarens are in there. I don't think it's a safety car. I think that they're just triggering pit stops. Hard tires for Slayer and for Don Don's. Duncan Dave also in the pits as well. And Rio Ashton there is crawling. What's happened there to the Williams driver then? And now they're moving through as well in the kick Sauber. Speed car now 2.5 seconds up there. Couldn't move the car. People need to learn to drive at Rocket League. Saying Rocket League is furious as it was very dicey, wasn't it, in the opening stage of this race? And Kiki mentioned as well as they seem to be rebounding off of each other and going down into turn one sometimes. Knowles, he's saying you should have reset the track then because Rocket League was in a dangerous place there, but Rocket League is the first casualty of the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Moomin gets it, 3-second penalty. Vintage up into a superb 8th position. Vintage getting points last time out there, potentially 2 for 2, but we're not even halfway through this Grand Prix at the moment. Is it? Calm down, Sean. We've got a long way to go. Into the pits comes Dan. Marsky, what a drive on those soft tires. Absolutely incredible. He's the tire tickler for sure. Dan, of course, won the opening race and can he get 2 for 2 here? Of course, as we mentioned, Alpine have got such a good history in bronze, haven't they? Out of the pits now comes Dan. Marsky also onto the medium tires. Marsky said, this is going to be a very impressive performance if Marsky can win his race. That'll be his third Grand Prix win of his career. Out of the pits now comes Smithfield Mighty. Vintage out of the pits as well. Well, here's Dynamo Dan just on the hard tires, and look at that then, going for the undercut there. Unbeknownst to me, whilst I've been waffling on like a lunatic, Dan has been getting Dynamo Dan has been getting his toe down here, justifying a superb 12th finish. Well, good stuff indeed there. Swan Shanks in 14th. Mushroom, of course, at the moment there needs a safety car, I think, for Mushroom. Moomin, Real Ashton, Duncan Dave, and now Face, baby, to get themselves back in this one. The Aston Martins are bookending the grid at the moment. Their speed car leads the race, and now Face in 90th position now, unfortunately, as him and Serious Mushroom came to blows on the opening stages then of this race. So, well, hopefully they'll calm down a bit now. Dan is now on the harder tires. Marsky's now gone for the soft, medium tires. That it'll be quicker at this stage of proceedings. Whether the medium tires will be able to do 12, 13 laps in a competitive state remains to be seen. Then currently, Speed Kai is doing a good job on those medium tires and pulling away still from Jinner. And the hard tires, I would have assumed now, is starting to get into its rhythm and be the preferred race tire. On the outside goes Marsky, passes Dan on the outside, beautifully done for Marsky. Dan might be playing the long game here. That of course he's a Grand Prix winner in bronze now, isn't he? But he's not playing too much of the long game because he's already breezed back past. And of course, as the field has spread out ever so slightly now, and hopefully we won't have as many incidents and issues, and potentially and not as many. Oh my word! There as contact between the two cars, but. They live to fight. They live to tell the tale. They live to fight another day. Vintage in front of Smithy, who's in front of Craigar as well. And so Vintage there going for the undercut beautifully well and has got past teammate Craigar. But Craigar has 1 lap younger, harder tyres at this stage. So this could be crucial factor in this race. So the top 3 has not pitted yet. Sigismund and Jinner are going to be extending their stint. Do you reckon they can get on soft tyres? You know, they've seen Marsky go on to the soft tire, do the soft tyres of 11, 12 laps here. So potentially they can surely be thinking about that now, but whether they'll be competitive enough remains to be seen. Speed Kai is still out as well on the medium tires. Speed Kai could also potentially go to those soft tires as well now, as Speed Kai has extended their stint and is now up to 3 seconds. Speed Kai has said whether Speed Kai is going to roll the dice for the soft tires that remains to be seen now. Of course, and here comes Smithy Almighty, and through Smithy Almighty goes in 9th position there. Good manoeuvre there. Marsky has got back past Dan. This could be a race all the way to the finish now between these two drivers. Out of the final turn, Dan's going to have DRS then, and it's going to be old swapperoo, the old switcheroo now, isn't it? Oh my word! And I thought that they was going to crash there, but Marsky pushing the envelope, pushing very much trying to scare Dan off the road. He's going to need to do more than that to scare him off the road, but he certainly scared me. But then again, I have a whip that I get scared of scary movie. Vintage up to 8th position. There's down into 9th goes Smithy Almighty. Mighty Craigar in 10th position, as this race is starting to settle down a bit, which thank goodness for that, because we've had 10, 11, 12 laps of absolute hard-fought racing in this one. This one so far. Oh my word! As Farf is very impressed with one of the overtakes earlier on. Then and has noted down one for maybe overtake contender of the season as well. So keeping on that one. Then I'm going to be honest. I'll be impressed if you guys remember it by the end of the season. But anything can happen there. Thank you very much for all the likes as well. Brilliant 17. Of course, got 9 thumbs up. It very much helps the channel. How does that help the channel? I have no idea, but I've heard other YouTubers say it. Marsky having a sniff on the inside. Dan there is not going to be deterred too much here. But now Marsky will have a run then with DRS and Jenner in the pits. Sigismund in the pits. Well, absolutely incredible. Speed Kai has extended that stint on the medium tyres. Has gone longer than the hard runners. And so what is Jenner and Sigismund going to do? They send the soft tyres, go 11 laps in the hands of Marsky. We're just keeping an eye on Jenner and Sigismund now. What are they going to do? Look at, yeah, it's medium tyres for the Haas. Well, it's medium tyres for the Kick Sauber as well. And it's Dan who's now going to be in second position and passes. Oh, yeah, they are. There they are. They're going to come out of the pits now. There is Jenner. There is Sigismund as well. Sigismund is back to his best. He had a bit of a difficult season last season. He had flashed and brilliance the season before. He potentially could have and should have won the British Grand Prix. Of course, and I think in that race, it's Jenner who actually beat him to the checkered flag on that night in history. But potentially those two are going to be fighting, clashing for Grand Prix wins this season. Marsky is all over the back of Dan here. Of course, they have a tyre advantage now. Marsky, Jenner, and Sigismund all have tyre advantage there. Diamond Dan, I think, would be quite happy with 6th position. Hungry Star, superb 7th at the moment with Smithfield Mighty, Craigar, and Vintage completes the top 10. Slayer outside the points in that position. Justified, good results so far in 12th position. Dom the Don's 13th. Sirius Musho in 14th with Swan Shanks Moon in 15th and 16th. Alface Baby in 17th. 18th is Ashton. 19th is Duncan Dave. On board with Marsky. Yellow flag there. It's one of the Aston Martins has had an issue there. Who is it? It's Speed Kai who's had an issue in the final turn now and has lost an abundance amount of time, but not too much. Here comes Dan, and they're going side by side. They're going to speed. There's 3 abreast, and Jenner on the outside. Jenner takes second position there. I think Speed Kai did have the issue there, and on soft tires now goes Speed Kai. Is he going to get back out in front of these the triple threat here? And now Dan is back. There's Speed Kai. They're going for, oh my gosh, 3 abreast. Dan takes the lead. Jenner in second position. Third position. Look, Speed Kai's already out in second position there. And he's on the soft tyres as well. And goodness me, I think that this could be, oh my goodness me, Jenner's having another battle and dumping in second position there. Speed Kai in third position. Marsky in fourth there. I was going to say it might be a bit easy now for Speed Kai on the softer tyre then with just 9 laps to go. But let's not count our chickens before they hatch just yet. Dan leads. Second, Jenner's got a 3-second penalty, of course. That is going to be crucial. That could lose in the podium here at the moment. On board with Speed Kai. Lap 16 out of 25 here. Speed Kai, brilliant stint on the medium tyres there, and has now extended so much that he is now on the soft tyre. Speed Kai is in very much pole position for the Grand Prix win here, but of course he's still, I thought Marsky lost it then, he's still got to overtake 2 cars, doesn't he? And of course, catches one thing, passes quite another, and with DRS here, there, and everywhere in this race, it is not a straightforward foregone conclusion there. Oh my goodness gracious me. Yellow flag movement out of the Grand Prix. It's a VSC. And I think that I don't think it's going to help anyone at this stage of the race. And maybe Cirrus Mushroom now face might be able to get some more. Get a new set of fresh tyres on, but they need a full safety car, I think, to get themselves back into this one. Dan leads the way then, but so we've got a car just in front of us there. So Dan leads, second is Jenner. Into the pits comes Dan, and my goodness me, now this is a turn up for the books then. I'm surprised there because I don't think he's going to get enough time, to go on the soft tyre and catch and maybe get himself back into the lead, and we'll soon find out. Movement, unfortunately, out of the race at turn 3, the pesky turn 3. I think it was turn 5, wasn't it, in gold on Sunday. Out of the pit side comes Dan on soft soft tires. So the VSC is still out, so it is still the full shebang there for Dan, as he did not have to adhere to the VSC. But Dan, of course, won the opening race of the season. Dynamo Dan has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC, and I'm sure someone else did as well. It's Slayer as well. Slayer and and Dynamo Dan. There's too many Dans. And Dynamo Dan has got a drive-through penalty, and that is all but ended their races. Unless there's a safety car at the end of this one, I think that both drivers are not going to get any points from here on in. Then, and that is such a shame. Oh goodness gracious me. Back at the front, Jenner leads at the moment. Speed Kai is the driver, very much in the box seat. So with Marski in third position, that Sick as Muck got three lap younger tyres. Sick as Muck could potentially be a major factor in this one later on. Back on board with Marski. Now then in the RB, of course, two retirements, Moomin and Rocket League, both out of the race. And here comes Marski and the soft shot Speed Kai then still be at the pace advantage. They're going to go on the inside. So Jenner is going to stay in the middle. Speed Kai takes the lead out of the final turn then. And I feel this might be a battle for second position now, but let's find out because I might be counting my chickens before they hatch, which I've already said already. And it's three abreast, and there's a contact with the wall of Marsky. And look at this, and they're going side by side down in 10-1, and then we get it back on the inside side. Marsky's off the circuit. How did that happen there? Oh goodness gracious me! Was there contact? And I was focusing on the on the front too there, but Marsky, Sick as Muck spinning the car, and that is crucial. What's it? Was it? Am I telling porkies? Oh, he spun the car, but got going very quickly indeed. Dynamo Dan and Slayer both taking their drive-through penalties at this stage and justifying a superb 10th position. Great 17th. Driver of the day if he wasn't a reserve driver. Vintage in a superb 9th position. Dan, soft tires. Let's see how far he goes. Smithy Almighty in 7th position. Craig R, great recovery drive in 6th position for Craig R. Hungry Stars, my driver of the day at the moment in 5th position with Sick as Muck. Marsky and Marsky in third position. Jenner in first position. Speed Kai, who is now going to be hunting down Jenner. There he comes in, and there he goes. Marsky is on one as a movement has given us a novel. I'll read that out in just a few moments. But before I do, I cannot take my eyes off just yet because this is going to be this could be a move for the lead in this Grand Prix. Both Aston Martins now on soft tires. Outface Baby go for the fastest lap of the race, which is held by Duncan Dave at the moment there. Oh my goodness gracious me. And here comes Speed Kai. And Speed Kai all over the gearbox. Speed Kai has taken the lead then. Passes Jenner and is now leading the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Second position is Jenner. Marsky in third position. Sick as Muck. Without that spin, I think that Sick as Muck possibly could be on course for second position. We'll find out. It's not all done and dusted yet. Here comes Smoothie Almighty. Dan sets fast on the race. There he comes. And Dan is, of course, won the opening race of the season. Looked quick in this one, but has gone for a extra stop under the VSC. I don't think I'm not sure how much that is going to help him. Serious Marshall there has been on the back foot since the incident on the opening stage of this Grand Prix. Just watching 6th and 7th position now. Right, let me read this out. Moving. I'll be here for the start of Realistics, so see you on track. Show it'd be good to race with you. You won't be saying that tomorrow, Moving. I can assure you of that. Goodness gracious me. I have a feeling it'd be one and done by the end of it. So Snows who probably would have banned me again. So I've not been allowed to race in ALR for about 20 years. Yellow flag. Wallace. It's the Williams drive getting on the way. By the way, I want to absolutely. And it is Australia tomorrow as well, Movement. By the way, hats off to the lap runners getting out of the way because I remember over the years there where we've had a couple of issues with the lap runners, haven't we? Of course, Ocon is definitely one driver that springs to mind. Of course, taking up Verstappen. Also, ironically, Max's dad, Jos Verstappen, took out one Pablo Montoya in the 2001 Brazilian Grand Prix as well, which I was devastated at the time, mainly because it was at the peak of the Schumacher years in the Ferrari. Was there? Talking of Ferrari, here comes Smithy Almighty. Smithy Almighty, of course, potentially one of the bookies' favourites to win this championship. Hasn't started off too well for Smithy Almighty this season. I do think that the 2024 machines may not be as peak performance for Smithy Almighty as the 2023 machines. Oh, Jenner off the circuit, and oh no, Jenner's had issues at the fast part of the circuit. I thought there was a McLaren that was slowing down, and that's what the yellow flag was for. But but Jinner is down into fourth position now. And oh, goodness gracious me. And both Haas's are limping towards the end of this one. Both are doing a good job in fourth and fifth position there, but both drivers do have penalties. Craig are up into sixth position, passing off screen whilst I've been yapping on about all kinds of nonsense about one Pablo Montoya and Jos Verstappen, which has no inclination on this race. Is that even a word, inclination? Inclin? What is inclin? I don't know. That's probably the way I describe my finger, potentially. Actually, what? I do not know. Let's not go down that road, I don't think, because it may not turn out to be PG, which, of course, is what we are. It's a PG channel. My word. Unfortunately, I've run out of Monster. I need to stop drinking this Monster, to be honest, don't I? I've gone back to my old lockdown days. And Dan, up into seventh position, maybe even sixth as well, on the outside. He's gone through. Yes, he has on the outside. Brilliant 17 for Dan. Of course, I do think that, I reckon that, personally for me, by the way, I'm not a racer, but I think well, no, just I say that, and I'm going to retract my statement because Craigar is, whoa, Dan, breaking so much later. Siggersburg has got a 3-second penalty. That is magnificent. What racing from both Craigar and Dan. I applaud that. That is fantastic. Dan for being brave on the brakes, for Craigar for slowing it down on the 8-lap-old hard tyres. Fantastic stuff indeed. Absolutely love that. That's great stuff indeed. I think that's probably the highlight of my race. Superb stuff. Oh, my word. Anyway, yeah, where was I? I don't know, to be honest. Lap 21 out of 25 here. Turkey is still leading 1-0, unfortunately, Camaro. Hopefully, Austria can peg them back then, potentially. I do think that Turkey was actually the dark horse in the Euro, personally. I say that now, as they played some pretty decent football, I think, haven't they? Well, I must say, if anything, the worst team I've watched in the Euros has been England, ironically. So there we go. And more pain to follow, I think, on Saturday night as well. Speed Kai has had an issue somewhere, and Marsky is all over the back as those soft tires already gone off there. Speed Kai is in major peril here. Marsky has won 2 races of his career so far. Remember, he was second in the championship of season 3 of bronze. Can Marsky get a championship campaign going? Craig R is back on the outside of Dan as well, and Dan's going to be a bit bemused by this because with the soft tires, he would like to have scampered off into the distance, and he's not so far back past Craig R. Smithy Almighty may also want to be a part of this party as well. Dan back into 6th position, but Craig R. But I think he would like to have scampered off and got well out of Craig R's detection zone. Then, of course, the DRS detection zone. Then the drag reduction system, which potentially may not be a part of F1 for much longer if you see the 2026 rules, which looks good. However, there's still a problem. The cars still look too chunky and heavy, and they have not lost much weight. Sounds like me, to be honest. There we go. But I'm chunky and funky as well. Speed Kai leads the way to 3 laps to go. Driver of the day, Marsky, Styles, Smithy, and Craig R. Get your votes in now. That's quite tough. Quite tough for you. Styles has done a good job. Marsky, Smithy, and Craig R. Marsky for the win. Kiki is saying, and let's go Siggersburg podium for Sauber. Sorry, my messages are lagging as well. Do not worry about that. Do not worry about that movement. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. Oh my gosh, there's also bound for the lead as well. But Dan is lost out and going through his Craigar. Marsky is still all over the gearbox. This is the battle for the lead then. And maybe I was certainly too quick then to dismiss this race then because Marsky has taken the lead. No. And Speed Kai is still marginally ahead then, but he's gone wide. Marsky, though, is going to have to slot into place for the time being. And back to this battle here between Craigar, Dan and Smithy is now also involved as well. Freeze a crowd! And Smithy doesn't want to be a part of this for too long. He wants to get over to 7th position, but Dan wants his 7th position. Dan wants 6th. Back on the inside. Great racing from these 3, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. And Dan back on the outside, back in front of Craigar. And I hope that these guys are enjoying it because this has been the best battle on track tonight. Fantastic stuff indeed. Loving it. Oh, brilliant stuff indeed. I can't remember what's that song called. Like, do you really like it? Is it wicked? We're loving it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it like that. Speed Kai still leads the way. Dodon's got a 3 second penalty. Now, what is Marsky? I reckon that Marsky. Remember in bronze last. Oh no, we're going back to this battle because look at this. Craig are back on the outside. Back past Danda. Oh, Smithy Almighty there with a glancing blow with the barrier there. Fantastic. Or maybe not. It depends. As long as you don't damage the car, you should be okay there. So Smithfield White there. Of course, you're allowed to touch the barriers there, but just do not damage the car. Through goes Marsky. I was going to say, I reckon that do you reckon Marsky has been looking at the playbook of last season there and just sitting back there and potentially as a speed car is back through, back past Marsky and into the lead once again. And Mercedes coming out of the pits there. Who was that? That Slayer horror show of a race and for Slayer with that drive-through penalty. Same for Diamond Dan. Diamond Dan though is back up in the 10th position there. Proves me wrong once again. We got a lot of penalties on going on at the moment. Then Sigmund, Jinner, and Styles all got penalties, but currently none of them are losing positions there. However, Craig R and Dan Dan are fighting for all the marbles here. Whilst they're fighting, they're as getting a bit too dicey potentially between the two cars. But I was saying that this battle here is helping Styles stay in 5th position. That may equal Styles' best performance there almost because he's had a podium as well as Styles has. I can't remember which race it was, but Styles has also had a 3rd position there, so it wouldn't equal his best performance there. But it's great to see indeed that is a German there giving us some tunes in the comments as well. Fantastic. And Craig are back through then. No, not quite. Then Dan Dan on the outside. He's wall riding there. What's it going to be? It looks like my Monaco time trial there from a Dan Dan. Oh my gosh, I thought Craig was going to have a look on the outside. Oh no, there's contact there. And Craig has gone off. I don't think he's damaged too badly. As Marsky has taken the lead. Smithfield March has taken the lead as well, but Marsky is leading with just 1 lap to go. And I think that's what he wants, and he wants to be in the lead at this stage then. On the next lap, of course, and this is going to be incredible stuff indeed. Thank you very much, Nosey. There's a podium in Singapore for Styles there. Give that man a gold star. Speed Kai takes the lead once again and gets ahead of Marsky. What an incredible, oh my word, what an incredible race as well. Do you reckon the soft tires have gone off now? This is going to be an absolutely cracking final lap indeed then. Oh my goodness gracious me. Speed Car let him through, just breezed back past it with the DRS. Short movement is saying yes. I think that there's going to be a lot of DRS shenanigans here, isn't there? Of course, we've seen a lot of this last season between Jay Hings, between Brooksy, the eventual world champion, and between Kiki as well. There's a lot of tactics for the DRS last season. And look at that. Then there's now then Stars currently has got a 2-second buffer and on course then to have a beautiful 5th position there. Brilliant. Keep the driver of the day votes coming in, ladies and gents. And Marsky, 78% of the vote then. But can he get the Grand Prix win as well? Driver of the day is very important, I'm sure, but the Grand Prix win may just edge it out here then. And this is going to be very hair and scare into the final DRS zone. Here they come then. And he needs to keep it neat and tidy then. Marsky certainly has that. And now what about the deployment? Let's get the Yoda. Oh my, he's got a lot. And Marsky has taken the lead and passes Speed Kai with just 1 corner to go. He has to give it the tiny. He's gone wide then, but now he puts on the power. There's going to be DRS and for Speed Kai, but there's going to be enough. We already had a dead heat, and Speed Kai wins the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix by 56 hundredths of a second. Wow, what a race that was there. Absolutely expertly judged there from Speed Kai. It's like he knew exactly what he needed to do. Brilliant stuff indeed then. And we could have a replay here. Did I hear a rewind? No, not quite then, because Dan has got 6th position, Speed Kai. Nope, Smith Almighty's got 7th position. Well, I think I've earned my money for this week, haven't I? Fantastic. Speed Kai, that's his 4th Grand Prix win in 6 bronze starts, I believe. So he's got a pretty good success rate, hasn't he, in this championship. Fantastic stuff indeed there. Marsky, great drive and driver of the day as well. Fantastic stuff indeed. Absolutely enjoyed that battle right to the end there. Soft tires was potentially going off for Speed Kai. Sick as much. Great drive in 3rd position as well. Jinner in 4th. Disappointed that maybe for Jinner there with start, but he's off. But his account has been opened up. Really good stuff. I'm going to be honest, this interview is going to be quite difficult because I can't remember what happened in that race at all. So this is not going to be good, is it? Right, hopefully the drivers remember what happened because I keep dropping me, keep dropping me controller. Shocking stuff indeed. Sean sort your life out. Right, hopefully we've got some final classifications this time because on Sunday I had absolutely nothing, which is shocking stuff indeed. Then Jennifer loves producing close finishes. It certainly does indeed. Take a breather, Sean Kiki is saying. I certainly will. I certainly will. I'm also going to have a shower as well because I am sweating profusely here tonight. Oh, excellent. So 600 seconds separates the top two. Speed Kai, great driver, 19th to the win, and that's fourth Grand Prix win in 6 races in bronze. Marski second, stay great drive for Marski, also driver of the day as well. Hats off. Six Mutt, great drive to third position. Jenner in fourth, might be disappointing that for Jenner, but his account has been opened. Styles, brilliant drive to fifth. Dynamo Dan, an extra pit, extra pit stop to sixth. So Smithfield Mighty seventh. Craigar disappointed down in eighth position. Dynamo down in ninth. Great recovery after that drive from penalty. Vintage 2-point scorer finishes in the row. Justified. Great driving 11th. Don. Serious Mushroom be disappointed out with Swanshanks. Outpace Baby. Slayer. Duncan Dave and Real Ashton Arby. Along with Moomin and Rocket Lee out of this Grand Prix. And Speed Kai, you've got an absolute incredible strike rate in bronze and 4 race wins and 6 races then. But goodness gracious me, that was very tense there.
But then I spun on the lap before I pitted, which lost me all the time I gained. And then final 5-10 laps, it was just fighting with the guys at the front. What happened to the Haas?
Jinner, I think he I think he spun. I don't know how he spun though, to be honest, because I was waffling on about something.
Yeah, I'm knackered, sweating buckets.
You and me both. Gosh, you know what? I don't really want any more close races. Gosh, that's too much for me. But you was on the soft tires at the end there, towards the end. How difficult was it to keep Marsky behind then? Was that down to the tire life, or was Marsky just quicker at that stage?
A tyre life, and he was quicker in the end. My wheel decided to lose 4 speed back in the last 3 laps, which messed me up quite a bit. I thought I wasn't going to win that because I thought I was going to spin because the rears were just going everywhere from where I couldn't feel the car. But yeah, that was a really good fight. GG's, Muskie. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, same.
I enjoyed it too, but I wish I wasn't commentating, to be honest. I'm absolutely knackered. But let's go back to your first stint as well, because you extended that first stint on the medium tyres there, which allowed you to go into the soft tyres. Was that always your plan?
Yeah, so I did the race last night and I extended it because I had nothing to lose, and I realised it was probably going to be the best for me because I can manage my tyre life quite good. And yeah, I think it went well apart from the last lap where I spun on the last corner. That was not my smartest move there, but yeah.
Was that due to the because I think you was around a lap car at the time. Was that due to the lap car, or was that just a lack of concentration?
No, I just spun it by myself. Yeah, probably lack of concentration. I just lost it on my own.
Because it wasn't on stream, I would have tried to blame the car. But also, and of course, in the end, there a great win as well there for yourself. Then 4 race wins and 6 races though in bronze. And you must like it here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every time always makes me feel good. My first league race win on this game, so hopefully more to come. And yeah, good way to win it as well.
Don't think you'll get any closer than that. 5,600 seconds that breaks you, Marski. Great job today, Speed Kai. Brilliant job then. I keep dropping my controller. Brilliant job indeed there, Speed Kai, for your 4th Grand Prix win. Fantastic. And then let's come to Marski now. Then, if I can, Marski. Talk about Speed Kai extended his stint in the opening stages there. Somehow you did 12 laps on those soft tires. I thought they would have been done after about 7 or 8 laps. Talk us about the first stint.
Oh yeah, I thought everyone's going to start on the mediums. I tried something different. I felt like I've been slow, so I thought, do you know what, let's start on the faster tyre. And to be fair, about lap 7 or 8 they were going off, so I had to slow down a bit, change my ERS. So we weren't putting so much strain through the engine, through to the tyres, and managed to eke them out a bit.
And of course, as well, that start by you was absolutely lightning. You was very much at the heart of that battle right from the get-go. And I think you gave Jinner a bit of a scare on the opening lap as well. What an incredible start. Was that down to the soft tyres, or did you just have such a better launch than everyone else?
To be fair, I did get a pretty decent launch, but I think the tyre offset helped as well. It's very much George Russell inspired.
It certainly was, my goodness me. And you almost got a George Russell-inspired victory as well. Of course, when you came in the pits and you went on the medium tyres, did you think this is my opportunity to win this race?
Yes, as soon as I saw Gina spin out in front of me, I thought, you know what, I've got a chance. And then when I seen Speaky just keep pulling away in stages of the lap, I was like, you know what, I've lost it. But then towards the end, I've caught up, last corner, I was like, I've got this. And then I went too deep and he got me right in the end.
I was talking about maybe there's going to be a bit of DRS shenanigans and things like that. So, were you trying to position your car on the last lap then to make sure that you're behind it at that final DRS stage just before the start-finish straight?
Yeah, I saved all my ERS up for the second DRS and then enough to get me down the main straight. And unfortunately, I went wide and it didn't count for anything.
And well, let's go back to the middle part of the race. I think got very close between yourself, Sick as Muck. I think Jinner is involved as well. There was a couple of times on the straights where it got very close and cozy there. What did you make of some of the driving today?
I thought it was pretty fair, saying how close the cars was and that. There weren't too many crashes or bumps and bangs and that. I did say to myself, like, calm down, boys. We've got a good race here. We've got a good race. No need to crash each other out. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Everyone drove pretty well. So, yeah, it's good to be back.
It certainly is. Dare I say, is this the start of your championship challenge? I've been predicting it for the past couple of seasons. I know always put the commentator's curse on yourself. Is this the start of big things to come this season?
I'm hoping so, because I watched the stream when he did the driver draw and he's like, I'm not going to curse Marv. So hopefully the curse has been lifted and I can push on.
I'll keep Sturm on that one. Well done, Steve Marski. Brilliant job to second position.
Cheers.
Great job indeed.
Thank you.
Speed Kai, his fourth Grand Prix win of bronze as well. Superb stuff indeed. I don't think Sick as Mug was in here, but what an incredible race that was then. Speak now, Pharaoh, your piece, Sick as Mug. Don't think he's in here. No, he's not. Right, that's it. Tomorrow night is the 100% race. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be superb stuff indeed then. I'm going to lie down because that was an action-packed race here in Saudi Arabia. We're now going to Australia then. We're going down under then for 100%, and then for gold, silver and bronze next week. It'll be round 3 of the World Championship, and goodness me, we're still in the early stages of the season. Anything is possible. Their form is starting to develop now for all 60 drivers. We'll soon for... Oh, goodness me, Sick as Muck is in the comms box then. I was about to finish off Sick as Muck, but you got a great third position today, but I've got to say it was getting very action-packed towards the end there.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't see the notification till just, but yeah, that was a race. I had more pace than I thought I had. But yeah, that was fun. That's the most fun I've had in ages. But yeah. Speed he was too fast. He was dragging Marsky along with him.
So Speed Kai's fault then.
Yeah, it's all Speed Kai's fault.
but today as well, though, I was saying in the comms box that I remember that you and Jinner was fighting the British Grand Prix a few seasons ago, and I was saying that I reckon that might be a sign of things to come this season as well, because you and Jinner was locking horns once again. You seem to be back at the sharp end.
Yeah, I like the way the cars feel. They respond to what you're doing a lot better than for a few years, to be fair. So I'm actually enjoying racing because I think my performances haven't been too bad. I think was it fourth in Bahrain, although my setup got fucked. My strategy got messed around by the obvious Ferrari strategists because we must have borrowed them, and I had good pace today. I think I made contact with Marsky in turn 1, and it spun me. Otherwise, I might have pushed a bit more, but no, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I hope it was a good watch. I really do.
It absolutely was. Goodness me! After 10 laps, I was absolutely shattered. Um, of course, same thing I'm going to ask to you that I asked to Morrisky as well. Do you think it's possible to get into the top three of the championship this season, or do you think that you can go one better, maybe go for the World Championship win?
Um, it's well, I've always hated Jeddah as a track since it first came to the game, and that's the best I've ever done it. I wasn't even expecting it. Like especially when I qualified, I didn't qualify in the top 3 or 4. I was like, oh, it's gonna have one of them races. So we'll see. I'll see how I feel after about 5, 6 races. See where I'm sitting. See where the pace is relative to everyone else. And go from there. But yeah, it's interesting. I think we've got the league right in terms of the pool of talent we've got within bronze. We all seem to be similarly paced. Excuse me. We all seem to be similarly paced. I've got the same problem you've got, Ginger. I love my monsters. they don't love me back. But yeah, no. We'll see. I'll see how it's looking after 5 races. Where I'm standing and go from there. But I'm feeling more confident in the car than I have done in a while. To be fair, I think 2020 was the last time I enjoyed racing the cars. So yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Do you think you can get that first Grand Prix win this season then?
Oh God, I've been so close so many times. I hope so. I hope so. Um, I think if I get a track that I like, that I've got standard pace at, I'll have a chance. But we'll see because it's all really competitive. It's all really competitive. Um, Marfsky, Mushroom, last time out with Rocket Lizo, Ginat, former bronze champion. Dan's got speed. It's really really competitive and it's fun because it is. Um, there isn't anyone. I don't think there's anyone you can point at and say they're definitely winning the championship this time round. Um, so I like that. I like that. Each of us have to make our own races and go forward from there.
Beautifully summed up. I love
Thank you.
it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Well done to all three rostrum holders today. Brilliant 17. And now I'm going to end it there because I've also got a frog in my throat as well. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
everyone. And we'll see you I'll see you on Sunday. And also, I'll see you tomorrow for 100%. It's
I'll
going to
see
be a
you
cracker.
tomorrow on the racetrack. Just don't crash into me, please.
I cannot promise anything. I've already said to people.
Yeah, promise. No promises. No promises.
See you later, everyone.